We gotta console him.
There won't be.
Or is reception the least
You've
of our
trained for this? Cheer him up?
Yeah, I think so. Look, Craig, we all know that if you really wanted, you could flex your calf muscles and fly out of here like a rocket ship all the way back to Maple Bay. You're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. This is our weekend.
Oh, you didn't like that?
No, I didn't like that.
You didn't hate it?
He was okay with it.
Maybe we should go back. We could find another campground that gets good cell reception. Oh, I should come
Craig, seriously? What's wrong?
I mean, I'm just really nervous. My dad instincts is kicking in, and my mind keeps conjuring up all sorts of worst-case scenarios. What if something happens to the girls? I don't have a signal. I would have no way of knowing.
Let me tell you, that feeling never goes away, no matter how old your kids are. You just gotta remind yourself that they're in good hands.
Craig doesn't say anything. I give him a reassuring punch on the shoulder.
Try to remember why we came out here. The plan was to get away from all that and focus on ourselves for this little trip. No distractions, no cell phone service, just two dads relaxing out in the woods. Craig looks me directly in the eyes.
No distractions. No cell phone service. Just two dads
making out in the woods.
Relaxing out in the woods.
We're going to have some fun this weekend.
Craig and I get back to marching. It's not too long on a hike before we get to the campsite. We're both glad to see that we're the only people there. Ooh, private campsite.
Ooh.
I can't believe we're still have this tent.
Found it in my attic, and I already checked it out for holes. It's seen better days, sure, but I think we'll be able to survive.
I dumped the bag. No, you're reading.
I dumped the bag of fabric and folds onto the ground. We unfold the tent in the desired spot, and I hand Craig the stakes.
We're sharing a tent.
Yeah, we are.
We still know how to do this, right?
Of course we do. We do not. After 20 minutes of struggling like people in a bad infomercial, we somehow managed to build the upright structure that closely resembles that of a tent. That closely resembles what a tent would look like if you asked somebody to draw a picture of one with their eyes shut. Gosh, it gets harder to read as the evening goes on.
I know. It's a lot of reading.
I wouldn't put this tent up against the storm, but I think we'll be able to survive for the night. We set out a couple of chairs and our cooking equipment, admiring our handiwork.
Bro, look at us go.
Look upon the kingdom we have built.
Would you like to...
sorry. Yeah, can you just skip them so that they all come out? I get really distracted by the typing. It's really weird.
Look at our camping chairs. Which are you going to sit on?
So what's next on our Camp Stravaganza docket?
Well, now that we have shelter settled, I think it's time for us to do some exploring. There's a waterfall. There's a waterfall a little bit up the way. I'm sure we could hike to.
Let's get to hiking.
Let's go hiking. We're going to the fucking woods.
Kid reaches out an arm and stops me.
Dude, does that look like what I think it looks like?
I look over to where he's pointing. Oh my god, it does.
That tree looks like a butt.
The tree looks like a butt.
I can't get over how detailed it is.
I examined the butt tree a little further. The contour is perfect. It even has back dimples. I thought we were going to have a great time camping, but this makes it even better.
Craig holds back a snicker. I aspire to have every hike to be as good as this one.
I'm snickering now, too. Let us analyze this tree further.
He said anal first.
He did. Craig and I share a huge belly laugh and our awful jokes. The best thing about this is that there's no daughters here to tell us our jokes are bad. We high five. Craig and I hit the trail again. It's been a long time since we've been out here, but everything seems more or less familiar. We point out old landmarks that we remember back from our college days. I think we're getting close now.
Check it out.
There's a clearing up ahead. As we get closer, I can hear the water running.
Is he going to take his shirt off?
Come on, take it off, take it off, take it off. Take it off. Cresting over the hill, Craig and I are greeted by a wide clearing surrounded by trees. In front of us is a beautiful waterfall spilling onto a large body of water that runs into a river.
The old waterfall. It's gorgeous.
Nature is so rad.
Rad.
Peering further, we get the idea of how deep the pool is.
Think we could jump off it like the old days?
Ha! This old dad is happy here on dry land. No!
Looks like you could climb right up over there.
Get in. We didn't even bring swimming trunks.
What are you talking about? Yes!
Yes!
Yes! Yes! Big bone!
Oh, look at Craig's butt. Look at Craig's butt. Look at Craig's butt. I can't help but sneak a peek.
That is a good butt.
Craig turns around suddenly. He catches me looking. I do a glute workout. You admire his body. He works on it. I immediately turn away, blushing. Coming or what? I don't know about this dude.
What do you know? We're ripped
naked,
too.
Get naked. He's already making his way over to the waterfall by the time I finish my sentence. When he realizes I'm not right behind him, he turns around and rolls his eyes.
We lived together for years, and I've seen your ass more times than I could count. It's no big deal.
Yeah, but I wasn't hitting on you. Put on his pants anyway. I don't know. What do you think he would like?
You got it, Chief?
Chief seems fun. Yeah. I take off my shirt and I drop it into a pile with Craig's clothes. I put the rest of my clothes on the ground, feeling exposed. Craig and I climb to the top of the waterfall, making sure not to slip on any wet rocks, and he reaches the peak before I do and offers me a hand getting up. You know what I'm saying? At the top, we look over the cliff into the tiny lake. It seems so much higher from this perspective. Craig has always been a daredevil. He pulled some stunts in college that I'm honestly still shocked he survived. I was always the one standing on the sidelines watching and hoping I wouldn't be bringing him home in a gurney. Man, this could be dangerous. Craig looks me in the eyes.
Don't think. Just jump.
Craig
just jump. Hold on to me, Jack. I will remember you. Okay.
Craig cannonballs off the waterfall and into the lake, creating a huge splash. I'm worried for a moment before he finally resurfaces from under the water. Woo! He turns water and looks up at me.
You coming or what?
Don't think, just jump. How are you supposed to not think? I'm pretty sure that's not physically possible. My toes grip the edge of the rock. The
water looks far away.
Don't look, just... I run off the edge, trying to do my best to cannonball. Somewhere in the middle, it turns into a really graceful belly flop. I hit the water with a loud slap. I resurface to find Craig giggling.
I rate that belly flop a solid 8 out of 10. Your form was lacking, but your heart was in the right place.
I playfully splash water at Craig.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, I splash him again.
You're giving me no choice.
Craig splashes me in the face with a huge wave of water.
You're awakened the beast. Yes!
He launched another wave of water at me. Don't you put me in the corner here. Don't put a wild animal in the corner.
Duncan?
Wait, that has potential to go wrong, though.
Hammer fist?
Whoosh. Or squirt.
I say we should dunk it.
Okay, dunk.
We get
Let's
to touch him.
Let's dunk. Oh, yeah, let's... Oh, I lunge for Craig and manage to get him in an arm lock. Time for the finishing move. I summon all of my dad's strength to lift Craig out of the water.
Hey!
And I drop him down for the splash. Craig bounces back out of the water.
My turn.
Oh no, it seems like Craig was simply allowing me to pick him up.
Oh.
He grapples me with his clearly superior muscles and quite literally tosses me across the water. I emerge from the water, devastated.
You think I did all this pull-ups just so I could get a good look good with my shirt off? Nah, bro. These arm cannons are dad launchers.
Oh!
Dunk him!
Craig does a playful flex for me. Damn. Craig, truce, please.
Craig thinks about it. Yeah, sure.
We shake hands. There is peace. Man, that jump was such an adrenaline rush.
Not so scary now, huh? No, he wants to race the top.
Yeah. We run all the way up the slick rocks and cannonball off the waterfall again. What a rush. Good form on that one. Oops, sorry.
Want to go again? You know it.
And with the same energy we had in our youth, we climb back to the top of the waterfall. I'm brave enough to try a flip, which looks incredibly graceful as I belly flop into the water.
Phew, man. This is fun. Got one more in you?
Ooh, are we going to get hurt on the last one?
No.
Okay.
I live for danger!
It takes us a little bit more time, but we get to the waterfall and we both do our best running jumps into the water.
Alright, I think I'm at my limit. We should get back before it gets too dark.
You're right. Or do you want to do it more? If it gets dark, do you think we'll have to sleep out here? Naked? Together? Naked? Together?
But doesn't he like adrenaline and stuff?
He does.
But he says he's tired.
He says he's tired, then...
But maybe, if... But I feel like if you say you're right, we'll just, we just head back.
It'll just be the end. But I also feel like there's potential for failure here with no cell service, and it's getting slipperier and slipperier, and it's starting to get dark. Okay. Let's do the rowdy one.
All right, bro, you sure?
I scurry up the rocks for one more classic cannonball.
Damn.
He wants to go back.
Let's go.
Yeah, he wants to go. Let's go. We go to put our clothes back on and notice that they're soaking wet. Maybe a splash fight wasn't the best idea.
It's okay. We'll get a fire going in no time. We can dry off and get some dinner going.
I wonder if he's going to be upset, though, because we did that extra one and we didn't listen to him. Sopping wet, we hike back to the camp and unpack everything we need for dinner. Craig pulls out a couple of steaks and some chopped potatoes in a tinfoil.
You ready for a feast?
Hey man, take a seat. The Craig train is pulling into the relaxation station, and I'm your conductor. Let me cook for you.
Absolutely not. Cooking is the thing that relaxes me the most. I'll take it from here.
Craig cooks now? I remember his entire sophomore year diet constituted of microwavable mac and cheese, and not microwavable and having... microwave mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
That's just
Please let me start the fire. Sure, let me just grab my matches.
Craig reaches into his backpack. He rummages around his bag, pulling things out and checking every pocket. Uh-oh.
I know I packed it.
Craig checks another bag, and he still can't find it. My stomach grumbles, and now I'm more acutely aware of how cold and wet I am. We really need to get a fire started.
I guess we should have got back earlier.
Well, it's not the end of the world. Well, do you want to go back? We saved. Do you want to go back to the save point?
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Alright, let's go.
Okay.
Which is not cheating, it's strategy.
It's true. That's why we save.
Yeah.
Oh, we're still soaking wet.
Yeah, the same things happen. Ready for feast? Feast, 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 feast. Okay, we're finding the matches. We're looking for the matches.
Oh, well, still
same
doesn't
situation.
have it. Well, we thought it.
Okay. Well, it's not the end of the world.
Gosh, I'm so stupid. I could have sworn I packed it. I'm sorry, dude.
Don't be. We can figure this out.
We can... Oh, sorry.
We can start a fire. We're smart guys. I mean, how hard could it be? I've watched plenty of survival programs on TV. If a naked reality TV star can do it, so can we.
We'll need some wood.
Ooh, we need some wood, all right.
I gesture to the trees around us. There's
no
no shortage of that.
Yeah. And some tinder.
We can make that work.
And then I think some ancient aliens are supposed to come by and give us advice, give us advanced technology, or like renovate our houses. Depends on the show.
Craig and I gather a variety of wood, bark, and moss until we have all the materials that could conceptually make a possible looking campfire. Just add fire, right?
That's the fun part. The sun is just now started setting, and a cool breeze rustles the leaves of the trees around us. We have work to do. Hi, Dr. Clump.
Dr. Clump.
Dr.
One.
Clump. One.
Two. The original, the first.
Oh.
I've done this in the past, and I know I can figure it out. Just give me a second.
Anyway, I can help. Well, I read that so
Give me
wrong.
some more. Give me some moral support. Lift my spirits, and we'll make the fire happen.
Give him. New betagram. Go overboard. Go overboard.
Yeah?
You're really giving that fire the business. You're an amazing, hard-working father with a steady work ethic, and everyone loves you. Your daughters think you're a superhero, and the neighborhood dads respect you immensely. Also, your butt looks great.
Oh, you were right.
Yeah.
Bro, stop. You're making me cry.
Okay. Don't want your tears putting out the fire. Eventually, Craig is miraculously able to get something going.
We're playing Dream Daddy.
Oh, yeah. We're playing Dream Daddy. Our character is Hoku. That beautiful pink-haired man that you see with the dazzling eyes. And this here
is his dream daddy.
This is our dream daddy, Craig. Delicious.
Delicious.
He blows on the embers and gently places the glowing moss into the base of the pit. Soon, we'll have a nice little fire going.
It's a daddy dating sim.
Way to go, man. We're regular old outdoorsy fellows. You got a fly problem in here?
Yeah.
Hooray for not dying! I take a seat in one of the lawn chairs Craig bought and cozy up to the fire, warming up my hands.
Relax, man. Take it easy. Let me handle the dinner.
I watch as Craig strokes the fire and sets up a makeshift...
Stokes.
What? Oh.
You said
I'm misread
Good fire. Good fire.
It sets up a makeshift grill for the steaks. After all that hiking and swimming and fire starting, I'm able to relax a bit. With the sounds of crickets and the scent of steak filling the air, I actually feel pretty calm. Craig expertly sears 2 steaks in a pan that he's been heating up on the fire, cracking thyme and crushed ginger all over it while basting them both in butter.
Jesus.
Dad is ugly. Our dad? Did you say our dad is ugly?
So rude. Hoku Senpai's beautiful.
Hoku Senpai is a gem. Or do you just like Craig Daddy?
Craig Daddy.
Wow, I didn't know he was actually good at cooking. The fanciest I ever saw him get in college was when he started sprinkling the seasoning packet onto dry ramen and then eating it straight up. When did this happen? You used to eat cereal every morning with beer instead of milk. Oh, gross.
Ew. I grew up, I guess. I think these are just about ready. I don't know why I had problems reading that.
Craig puts the steaks onto the paper plate and sets them aside. I start to reach for one, but Craig smacks my hand away.
Dude, let them rest. It'll be more flavorful that way.
I patiently return to my seat, eyeing the steaks longingly from a distance. They smell incredible.